Welcome to the Evolve Beyond Limits podcast. I'm your host, Stacy Geisel. This podcast is dedicated to helping you create a life that sets your soul on fire. I believe that is truly possible for everybody, but you have to be willing to do a few things. You have to be willing to let go of your past conditioning. You have to be willing to break free from societal norms. And you have to be willing to get really curious about your life and how you can start to look at it differently. Each week, we will hear stories from people who have done exactly this. People who chose to disrupt the life path they were on, go against the grain, and share the lessons and perspective shifts they had to make along the way. Every episode is committed to not only inspiring you and connecting you with other amazing humans, but actually giving you the tools you need to use this information in your own life so that you continue to evolve and reconnect with your highest self. Are you ready? Let's have some fun. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Evolve Beyond Limits podcast. And this is our solo episode. So as we dive into today, the whole reason that I'm here today is to talk to you about the fact that life is not black and white. Life is not black and white, but we try to fit it into those things. We label everything as right or wrong, good or bad, success or failure, all or nothing, right? But the reality is that life happens in the gray, because gray equals flexibility. And when we have flexibility in our life, we have freedom in our life. We have freedom to make choices without fear. We have freedom to open up to the limitless possibilities that you can't quite comprehend yet. We have the freedom to live a life that is full of joy and happiness. We have the freedom to enjoy the ebbs and flows of the life that we're living. We have freedom to live a life full of bliss instead of suffering through anger and resentment all the time. We have the freedom to follow our intuition and let your heart guide you. And you have the freedom to know that everything is working out for you. Black and white thinking, when you dig it down, is you trying to control your life. And control comes from fear and insecurity. But it also keeps us in the known. And the problem with the known is the only thing that you actually know is what has already happened in your life. So if you keep choosing what you know, you don't open yourself up to anything else. You're just reliving the same cycles of your life over and over and over. If you want your life to turn out better than you could have imagined, then it's time to let go of the black and white thinking, time to let go of the known and step into the flexibility and freedom of living in the gray, living in the unknown. So I want you to try it this week. Try not to be so rigid with your thinking. Try not to place things into boxes such as right or wrong or good or bad or success or failure or all or nothing. And instead, set the intention of, I'm choosing not to judge anything that happens today. It just is. It isn't one thing or the other. It just is. Okay. Simple challenge. So let's see how it goes. I want you to try it out and then make sure that you shoot me a text with how it's going. How'd it go? Was it hard? Was it easy? What'd you catch yourself doing? What was something that was brought to your attention? I want to know all the things. So make sure you shoot me a text at 248-206-3431 so we can connect and we can talk through some of those things. All right. Until the next episode, keep evolving.